Okay, today let's continue with the revision of your chapter 3 agriculture from your social science geography. All right, in the previous class we have completed up to question number 12, is it not so? So today let's start from question number 13. Question number 13 is compare the tea and coffee cultivation with reference to the temperature, rainfall and areas. Okay, let us compare and contrast the cultivation of tea and coffee. Tea requires high temperature of about 27 degrees Celsius, whereas coffee 15 degrees Celsius to 25 degrees Celsius. Cultivation of tea requires about 200 centimeters of rainfall, and coffee 100 centimeters to 150 centimeters of rainfall. Tea grows well in the rainy tropical and humid subtropical areas of India, China, Sri Lanka, Japan and Indonesia, whereas coffee grows well on the well-drained hill slopes. Okay, don't forget these hill slopes in the tropical areas of Brazil, Colombia, Indonesia and India. Okay, so next one, question number 14. What are the three main varieties of coffee? They are Arabica, Robusta and Liberica. Once again, Arabica, Robusta and Liberica. Question number 15. Mention the climatic conditions required for the growth of cotton. Okay, long warm temperature of 20 degrees Celsius to 25 degrees Celsius. Okay, this is the requirement for the temperature for the growth of this cotton. Frost free during growing season at least 210 days. 210 days. Okay, average rainfall require 60 centimeter to 110 centimeters. The next question is why jute cultivation? Why is jute cultivation mostly concentrated in the Ganga-Brahmaputra delta in India? Jute requires hot and humid climate with average temperature of about 30 degrees Celsius and annual rainfall of about above 150 centimeters. Okay, that is the requirement of temperature and annual rainfall. Soil, alluvial soil of river floodplains favor the luxuriant growth and lot of water is required for the removal of fibers. Do not. Because of such favorable conditions, most of the jute cultivation is concentrated in the Ganga-Brahmaputra delta in India, especially in Sundarbans. Okay. Next, compare the geographical condition necessary for the cultivation of jute with those of cotton. Now, jute and cotton, compare and contrast. Jute requires hot and humid climate. Cotton, abundant sunshine and uniformly high temperature. Okay, average temperature of jute 30 degrees Celsius, whereas cotton 20 degrees Celsius to 25 degrees Celsius, and also frost free. Frost free means humid. Yeah, it should not be humid. Okay, during growing season at least 210 days. It should be frost free. Annual rainfall jute 150 centimeters and annual rainfall for cotton 60 centimeters to 110 centimeters. Jute grows well in the alluvial soil of river floodplains, is it not? Especially Ganga Brahmaputra delta, and also cotton grow best on black soil and alluvial soil. Black soil and alluvial, black cotton soil. It is also known as black cotton soil. Okay, let's go to the homework. Why Indian coffee is famous all over the world? Why? What is the reason? Because it is known for its quality. Indian coffee is known for quality, a better quality I should say. Which fiber crop is known as the golden fiber and why? Jute. Jute is known as the golden fiber. because of its shiny golden color, because of its color. Okay. Question number 18. What is mean by agricultural development? Agricultural development refers to efforts made to increase agricultural production in order to meet the growing demands of increasing population. That is what is meant by agricultural development. Write 5 characteristics of farming in the United States of America. Let us see. First one is farming in the United States of America is mainly commercial in nature. Typical farm size in USA is about 250 hectares, very big size. With the suitability of the soil and amount and water available, the farmers grow crops. Once again, with the suitability of the soil and amount, okay, and nature. I think there's some mistake here. Once again, with the suitability of the soil and amount and nature of water availability, and the farmer grow crops. I think there is no mistake. Adequate measures are taken to control pests or insects that can damage the crop. Okay. Farms are highly mechanized. Okay. Use of machines to perform various agricultural operations and use large amount of chemical fertilizers in order to increase the production. Okay, so let us compare the farming of USA and India. USA, American farming is commercial in nature. India is mainly intensive subsistence type. Intensive means not commercial. Subsistence for family consumption. Typical farming size in USA is about 250 hectares. Average farm size in India is 1.5 hectares. Big differences, isn't it? Farmers study soil and water resources available and grow crops. Whereas in India, farmers take advice of their friends and elders as well as government agricultural officers. In USA, farmers use tractors, seed drills, harvesters and thresher to perform various agricultural operations. They use a lot of machines. In India, farmer usually hires tractor and thresher from a nearby town. He mobilizes cheap laborers and also assisted by in various activities. USA have automated steel grain storage. US farmers. Many of the farmers in India do not have storage facilities. Okay, so that's the disadvantage. Let's go to the next one. Homework. What is the main aspect of agricultural development? Main aspect is mechanization of agriculture. That means use of machines like tractors, weeders, harvester, etc. What are silos? Okay, silos are used in the United States of America. It is an automated steel grain storage. Okay, we need the storage, isn't it? How do farmers in Manipur Valley operate their fields? Let us see. This is rather important. In Manipur Valley, farmers generally reside in the village near to the field. The field is moderately fertile and divided into a number of small plots. Okay. Farmers largely depend on monsoon rain. They don't have irrigation system. They depend on monsoon rain. In dry winter, the field is left fallow. That means the field in Manipur has been left during the dry season without doing anything. Rice is the main crop grown. Farmers take advice from the local elders and government agricultural officers only. Farmers simply follow the traditional method of tillage using animals and full participation of the family members and neighbors. The farming is purely of subsistence in nature and there is no scope for commercialization. Okay, next let's go very quickly to the next one. Mention the types of farming practice in the hills and valley of Manipur. In the hills of Manipur, shifting cultivation is practiced. In the valley of Manipur, it is settled or permanent farming is practiced. Okay, this homework actually you have to do it by yourself, but I have done. I'll just give you some hints, some important points. Suggest some measures to be taken up by the government to help the farmers. Provision of farming loans, okay, loans from the banks at a low interest. Farmers should take money. They need money for agriculture, you know. Insurance of their cultivation. They can insure their crops during the time of damage by natural disaster like floods or like drought and all. They can insure for that purposes. Provision of supported fertilizers, pesticides, and also high yielding variety of seeds. Fourthly, farming faculties and facilities ought to be provided at no value. Okay, another one is provision of market facilities. That will be also important. So for today, let us wind up here. Next class, let us go to let us go to chapter 4, and we'll have some revision on that very chapter. Thank you.